into a forest in Canada. And it's looking for food. But it can't find anything. But then something comes. Canada's smallest brachiosaurid ever. It was only about the size of the foot of a T-Rex, making them its easiest prey because they lived everywhere where T-Rex did, making it that if they can't find any food, it was their easiest bet. But they were fast, and also they had an instinct. If something tried to attack them, they'd run onto its back and then bite its most vulnerable spot, making them shake off before running away. But most of the time, the running didn't help. The T-Rexes were too fast that once it tried to run away, they immediately got caught by the predator. That's the same thing that happened. But this time it took a few tries for the T-Rex to finally catch the prey. And then it sat in peace, eating the scraps until a juvenile came looking for food. An adolescent came looking for food, but found another one of T-Rex's best bet of prey, and then ate it. This time, since juveniles and adolescents and juveniles have fast reflexes, it didn't have time to get on its back. And then the Rex brutally bit its neck. Then he swallowed it whole, and then swallowed it. But then two giant prehistoric bugs came. They were running from something, and at that time, since the T-Rex didn't want to mess with them, it left. But didn't know that they were running from something themselves. What they were running from was a fully grown T-Rex Maricranus, and the Maricranus flipped over the prey mantis looking one, then brutally bit it off one of the legs before eating the legs whole. And then it ripped off the creature's head before also eating that. And then it moved on to the prehistoric giant prey mantis, and it did the same thing. It ripped off one side of the pat, three legs of the ant before also ripping its head off. Americanus was a fast and small T-Rex, and the Americanus turned out to actually be a female with offspring. And then she called her offspring over to get the food. The offspring came. It was a young one, only about as old as a juvenile, a young juvenile. It ate the ant while its mother ate the mantis. Before the creatures were just bones. And it left, and the Americanus left with her offspring. Utahraptor, then Utahraptor, the female, found it. The Canadian Utahraptor ate the rest of the buds, because Canadian Utahraptors were also known about eating small animals and bugs, mostly just leftover bugs. But mostly just buds but when hunting buds, they're scavenger, but when they're hunting animals, they're not scavengers. But the only scavengers that eats their prey they kill is Americanus T-Rex. They eat their animal scavengers. It's just like Canadian Utahraptors are bud scavengers. And the female would accidentally attracted a male coming, and they ate both of the foods until they were no longer bones, just nothing. The only leftovers were bone pieces, but they even ate bones, especially Americanus bones. But the only time Americanus would eat their food was if the Canadian Utahraptors hunted another Americanus. And then after eating the Utahraptors left. And then a giant male T-Rex came and looking for prey also. And it noticed a camera. Just kidding, y'all. It didn't notice the camera. But also, it was pretty hungry. And it found another one. And it found two of T-Rex's best eating. But first, it ate the green one, killing it in a single bite before devouring it. Before devouring it whole. And then the orange one saw it, then tried to run away, and right when it tried to bite it, it had a fast enough reflex, and it decided to hide under her T-Rex vest. Two of the offspring just hatched, getting at their eggshells, and it turns out that's a T-Rex's own nest. But it turns out the male didn't make it back itself. A female helped, and also it decided to protect the eggs the babies as much as possible, and the other T-Rex ripped out the nest, getting the orange one. And then a third one hatched. It was a pretty large one, almost bigger than Americanus. It was the largest hatching offspring. And then, since they were at the beach, an Archelon came, and then it got immediately killed. R.I.P. bro.